Well,
Y'all, we are having
hello.
to re-record this because Sister Girl was so tangry that is not ready for air. So,
I
on a
think it
scale
is.
of 1 to 7, how tangry are you?
Well, now that we've just like festered it up, I'm a great 7.
Oh my. Well, at least she's
Mm-hmm.
not a 9 or 10 because she's been there before,
I have been
folks.
there before. You know, it's
I'm
not
a
really.
5. I'm living in grace. Hi. Welcome to Tangry
Yes,
Girls.
I'm Tanya,
And I'm Tosh,
and together we are
the
the Tangry
Tangry
Girls.
Girls.
Yes. So, on a scale of 1 to 7, how tangry are you?
I'm a 5.
You always live in grace.
I
She
try to
always
live
lives in
lives in
grace.
grace.
I'm the tangry one. Of course, she's tangry too, but she always lives in grace. Thank goodness. So, um, you ready for me to start my little tangry?
I am. Tangry take 2.
Are you going to? Because I mean, this is impactful.
I will not hold you back. I will let you talk about this deep, deep subject,
This is a
which
very deep
actually
take.
does have a lot of depth to it once we get to your central point.
Okay.
So why don't you go ahead and give the people all you got,
Okay. So,
leaving the names out.
big box grocery stores. Okay. We've all been in them. We have them in our neighborhoods. Okay. Self checkout. I do not like self checkout. I do not like it. I do not like it for a number of reasons. Would you like for me to give them to you?
Give them to
Thank
the
you. Thank you
people.
for asking. Number one,
See, folks.
number one, okay, I love jalapenos. Okay? I don't know the jalapeno code. I don't even hardly sometimes know how to spell jalapeno. And there's no code that I can just scan. Okay? So I have to call the assistant sometimes, have them come over. Produce and self checkout is horrible. Okay? And then if I get my Pellegrino, because I like my big case of Pellegrino, okay, so that's plastic, so the code is always rippled.
Oh, I hate that when you get the drinks and you have to look for the one drink that is turned to the side. Yes,
Right,
that happens to me
right.
too. Oh,
Okay, and
yes.
so I spend all this time and
Oh,
energy,
yes.
and all I want is just a person who works there. Just to be like, welcome to such and such. How are you today? And do you have a blank code? Do you want to put that in? And then I'll say yes. And then we'll have a polite conversation as they, who are trained employees, scan my products, and then I have someone who bags.
Okay.
So my tangry began yesterday because I have been visiting the big box stores who mostly do self checkout, and then maybe they'll have 1 or 2 employees there, okay? But the line is so long, so I have 2 choices: check out myself or wait in line.
Mm.
Now, it depends on the time and the patience that I have, which option. And sometimes I've just waited in that line because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going through that. I'm not going through that.
That's
Because,
interesting. You said it depends on the time and the patience. Well, normally
yes,
you would think that they both align,
they don't.
but
Not in,
but I'm saying a bigger point.
yes,
You don't see your time and your patience as aligning.
no, no. And so, I mean, let's face it. I mean, this is a news flash for all you people who do not know me. I don't like to go to the grocery store, okay? I have ADHD, and going up and down those lines, aisles, and getting all the stuff, that is tasking, and depending upon how many items I have, by the time I actually reach something, and then I have to scan the products and look up a code and ask and call the service, and, and so yesterday after church, I go to Publix. Oh, love a Publix. I can say that. I can't mention the other 2. I love a Publix. When I walk in there, 5 people are like, "Hey, how are you today?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm good." It makes me feel so good. They have 6 checkout lines, and they have a self checkout. But guess what? I didn't have to go. I didn't have to go because they had enough people and baggers to greet me. I put in my little code. I had a little nice conversation. The lady who was bagging my groceries, she bagged my groceries, and she's like, "Would you like for me to take this out for you?" Well, no, I only had 4 bags. I mean, I can carry that. I can do that. But you know what, Tosh? It all boils down to I felt cared for.
Everybody wants to be cared for.
Everybody, there's no care and a self-checkout? None. I don't get a discount for doing it. I don't get a discount for the company saving money and not hiring enough employees, okay? Because I know they got to be out there. Because Publix, okay, they had 6 people working and they had 6 baggers and greeting people, okay?
Now, how does this relate to the Lord?
This relates to the Lord because you know what? As He is transforming me and I have to be an ambassador, not have to be, I willingly do it. You know, I have to like talk myself into, you know, smiling when I hit the little button that says, you know, do you need help? Yes, I need help. I need you to come over here and do this for me. And I'm smiling, and it, you know, it's teaching me patience. I have learned how to scan. Okay, I have learned how to scan. I am learning how to spell jalapeno.
People at home are just like laughing because
Yes,
they are just like, she
they
is serious.
know what I'm
Y'all, she
talking
is
about.
serious. She is so
You know
serious.
what I'm talking about, don't you? Put in the comments, yes. Yes, Tanya, I know exactly what you're talking about because I hate it too. Because it doesn't say care. I mean, what world do we live in? I mean, we we come to church. We want care. We want the experience. We want someone to say, we want someone to notice us. We want someone to say, you know what, I got you, right?
Yeah.
Self checkout does not say I got you. You know, there are businesses. I'm in business. You're also in business. I just don't give my clients the phone and say, okay, you know, here's what's about to go down. You just here's the key to this house. You go when you walk in. You know, let me know if you have any questions because I'm gonna sit outside my car, okay, and you come back out. And if you want to do this, we'll just do it. That doesn't show that I care about them. I give what I want to receive. You know, you're not saying anything. She's thinking. This is deep. This is deeper than self checkout. Because, you know, when have we turned into a society of just self checkout, of not caring? You know? Give me some wisdom, T. Give me some wisdom.
I got nothing for you.
You got nothing?
I got nothing for you.
She likes self checkout.
I love self checkout.
And why do you love self checkout?
I love self checkout because I have an order in the way I like to do things, and in doing self checkout, I can put my items in that order.
Okay.
One grocery store in particular I go to, they have white bags and they have blue bags, so I can separate by color. I have a whole system that I like to do it. But I do understand what you're saying from perspective of care,
Yes.
the perspective of wanting to be relational, the perspective of saying that you're willing to sacrifice and pay a little bit more for more workers.
Yes.
And you're willing to actually take more time, because I love self checkout because it is faster.
For
But you're
you.
saying you're actually willing to spend more time,
Yes.
but you're not willing to be harassed in your time.
Right.
And so, like, having to think of codes and think of things that are not within your wheelhouse, you find frustrating.
And
Where I look at it from the other perspective is I always buy the same thing, so I know my codes. It's faster for me. I have a system, blah blah blah, and I spend more time going up and down the aisles and doing my friendly, caring, and talking to
oh,
people.
you do?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, I do not
Yeah,
do
but
that.
see, but I'm saying I spend that care time in that, or when I come in the store, I love telling people hello. I love being that smile.
Oh,
And so when I go through
she's so good.
self checkout, I mean, I'm just getting groceries going. But then I'm even talking to people in the self checkout aisle. So
Of course she is. She's such a blessing.
stop it. But I think that's not what you're saying. I think
No.
what you're really saying is what I was talking about. You're saying you want to live in a world where people put the time in to relate to one another,
Yes.
even if that costs you something.
Yes.
And I think that's what you're saying.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
So,
You know, because love is patient and kind.
yeah.
And I don't feel the love when I have to do my, you know, when I have to scan my own groceries. That does not say love to me. Now, I have to carry some patience and kindness. And because the old Tanya, I mean, I would just pitch a fit and, you know, we won't go there. But, you know, so the new Tanya, you know, so I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm going to have to learn how to bag some groceries and do this. It's not like I'm too good for it because, I mean, I'm not. Um, but yeah, you know, I care about people. And, you know, I love to live in a world where everyone cares for each other. You know, a world of the kindness and where I see you. And I just love, and we talk about this all the time when we go places, and someone just like, I got you. I got you. We got you. Because we care. We may be a little tangry, and this may sound really crazy, because she thought I was crazy about doing this, but you know, it is just the level of care. What level of care are you giving those around you?
Yeah, no, I mean, I can see that. And I think I told you recently about the experience I had at a local eatery that I go through the drive through quite a bit. And the woman, one of the women who checks, has checked me out. I remember when she first started, she was one of those people, as you would tell your order, she would be like, and it used
Uh-huh.
to drive me crazy. I was like, oh, don't say that. But recently she's continued to just like warm up.
Yes.
And the other day I went through and she heard my voice and she was just like, oh, friend, and yeah, so yeah, I don't know, there's something to care,
Yes.
because people who are in that role, because there are people who come through who expect care but who do not offer care.
Right.
So, and I'm happy to offer care to people
She
who are,
offers cares to me when I get back in my car
yeah,
after I've had to bag my own groceries and scan it. She just prays for me.
yeah,
But you know, so if if you have a job that requires you to interact with other people, you know, take
or
this.
if you as a customer interact with somebody,
Yes, yes, you
be
know.
grateful for the fact that somebody is there and offering you care and you offer
Yes,
them care. And
yes,
but also I think just as a society
yeah,
that's tended more and more toward technology, that we have forgotten the art of interacting with others with
yes,
compassion.
yes, yes.
And so I have so much compassion for you, and
When I
you're
go to my self
and you
checkout,
go through self checkout, because it's not about the self
it's
checkout.
not
It's
about that.
about wanting to relate.
Yes, yes, wanting to feel loved. So there you go, guys. This I told you this was going to be deep, okay? And as promised, it was deep, okay? And so again, if you like this episode, hit the like button and comment. Are you Team Tosh that likes to bag their own groceries, or are you Team Tanya who is like, you know what? No, I don't like it. Please comment. We would love to know. And reach out if you need prayer, because I always do.
Stay tangry, folks.
God bless.